Hello my loves, I'm Tara. Welcome to my channel. Today I have a practice for you that is designed for beginners. So I just did the practice and now I'm filming the intro. I did intend for it to be 15 minutes or less, but it's probably around 20 minutes. But still a relatively quick practice if you're new and just kind of want to see what yoga is all about, or if you just don't have time to do a full practice, then this practice could be really good for you. Alright, so get out your mat and we will get started. So we're going to begin our practice sitting in a cross-legged position, easy pose. Bring your hands onto your legs. We're going to start with some cat-cows. So as you inhale, arch the back, look up toward the sky. Exhale, round back, relaxing back. Inhale, arch up, look up. Exhale, round back. So we're warming up the spine. Inhale, arch up. Exhale, round back. Inhale to neutral, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, twist to the left, right arm in front, left arm back. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, twist to the right, right arm back, left arm in front. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, twist to the left, looking behind you. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, twist to the right, look behind you. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, twist left. One more time. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, let the arms come out to the sides. Back to your lap. Close your eyes and breathe on your own for a few breaths. Just getting the mind and body ready for practice. Tuning into this space. Go ahead and open your eyes and come onto all fours, hands and knees. We're going to press back to downward dog. So you're going to tuck your toes, lift your knees, send your hips toward the back of the mat, and straighten out the knees. Deep breaths here. So with downward dog, we're trying to work our heels to the back of the mat and work our knees straight. If you have a little bit of limited mobility here and your heels aren't down and they're up, that's fine. If you can't get the knees totally straight because the hamstrings are tight, totally fine. But that's our goal. That's what we're working for. Keep pressing into the arms so your shoulders are away from your ears. And start to walk out your dog. So let your right heel come to the mat and lift your left heel. Lift the right heel, work the left heel to the mat. So go ahead and switch on and off like that on your own. So opening through the calves, working on some mobility of our ankles. Just a nice way to warm up. Come back to center, so both heels work back down. So you're in your down dog. Start to look forward and walk the feet up toward your hands. And roll up to standing slowly, bringing your hands back to heart center. Inhale, reach your hands up and look up toward the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back, either up on your fingertips or hands on your thighs. Exhale, step back to plank. Drop your knees and lower down to your stomach. Inhale, come up to Sphinx. Breathe here. So Sphinx pose, you're on your forearms. Your elbows underneath your shoulder. joints so they're in alignment. And you're pressing through the forearms to keep your shoulders down away from your ears. Neck's in neutral, so you're not looking up too much. Your gaze is forward ahead of you. And to make this pose more active, think about pulling your elbows back toward your body, and you'll feel the arms work a little more. Deep breathing here. Go ahead and relax down. Press into your hands, come back to all fours, tuck your toes, lift your knees, press back to down dog again. Bring your left foot to the center and step your right foot forward between your hands for runner's lunge. Breathe here. So in runner's lunge, so you're on your fingertips. If you can't get here, you can always use blocks under your hands so you could be up a little bit higher. Keep the back knee straight. Feel this muscle active, your quad, as you're trying to straighten the knee. Keep your front knee in line with your front ankle. On your next inhale, lift up to crescent lunge and breathe here. So you're lifting your body up off your leg, hands up toward the ceiling. Back leg still straight. Deep breaths. On your next exhale, bring the hands back to border your foot. Drop the back knee, relax your toes. Inhale, reach the arms up into a low lunge on Janiyasana. Breathe here. So this is a deep opener of our hip flexor. So it's really opening through the front of the left hip. Arms are reaching up actively toward the sky, but keep the shoulders down and back. Make sure that your ankle is still in line with your knee. Go ahead and bring the hands back down to border your foot. Tuck the toes of the back leg and press back to downward dog. Take a breath here. Moving into the other side, bring your right foot to the center. Step your left foot forward between your hands for runner's lunge. Continue to breathe steady. So you're on your fingertips if you can. Keep the back leg active so the knee is squeezing straight. Keep your chin slightly tucked. On your next inhale, lifting up to crescent lunge. Exhale and breathe here. So we're reaching up toward the sky. You might feel a little more opening in the back hip with this. On your next exhale, drop the hands to border the foot, drop the back knee, and inhale up to low lunge on Janiyasana. Breathe here. So with your pelvis, instead of just sitting into your lunge this way, try to tuck under a little bit and you'll actually feel more of an opening through your hip flexor on the right. And the more you reach up, the more it does open through that hip flexor. Gets the whole body involved in the stretch. Go ahead and drop the hands down, tuck the back toes, and press back to downward dog. Take a few breaths here on your own. So you might feel now that we've done a few down dogs that the heels are working toward the back of the mat a little easier. Maybe you're a little more open here. Drop the knees to the floor. Relax your toes and sit back into a child's pose. So we're going to do a wide-legged child's pose. So your feet are together. Knees are coming out to the sides of your mat, and then reach the arms forward. Relax your forehead on the mat. Deep breaths. Try to let the chest melt like it's trying to melt down toward the floor. You can always put a blanket between the legs. If you can't comfortably sit back on your heels, that's an option. Really try to reach the hands forward. So really actively reaching forward. And then relaxing, letting the hips relax back. Start to walk the hands back up. Cross your legs behind you and go ahead and sit down. Straighten your right leg out in front and bring your left leg in so your foot's toward your inner thigh for Janusirsasana. If this leg, if the hip is tight, you could always place pillows or block under your knee so that's supported. We're going to turn over our right leg, sitting up nice and tall. If this is enough for you, stay here. If you want more of a stretch, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, reach over your right leg. Deep breaths here. So trying to keep this knee straight. So if when you start to bend forward, this pops up, and stay with the first variation. And we're trying to keep our spine long. So we're not arching this leg, we're trying to lengthen out toward our foot. Start to walk back up. Bring your right hand to relax on the left thigh. Reach the left arm up and lean over to the side. So we're opening the left side body. Left hand is reaching like it's trying to reach over your right toes. And you can look up toward that arm. Deep breaths. Go ahead and come back up. And we'll switch to Janusirsasana on the other side. Straighten your left leg out. Bend the right knee in. Whatever variation you need. If you need to prop up under that right thigh, go ahead and do so. Starting by just twisting the body to face that left thigh. If you want the deeper variation, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward over the left thigh. Breathe here. Again, keeping the back long over the left leg. If you do have mobility, feel free to relax down onto the leg. So this is a deep hamstring opener, so you should really feel the hamstring, back of the left thigh opening here. Deep breaths. Start to walk back up. We'll do the side body opening on this side. So your left hand is holding onto your right thigh. Reach your right arm up. Reach over, aiming toward that left leg. Keep this leg active, so don't let the left foot fall out to the side. Keep the toes pointing up toward the ceiling. Looking up to the right arm. And slowly come back up. Bring the left leg in to sit in a cross-legged position. And just do a few cat-cows here for me. So looking up toward the ceiling, arching back. Looking up, cow. Arching back, cat. Looking up, cow. And come back to neutral. We're going to lay onto our backs. So start with the legs bent. Bring your feet together. Let your knees fall out to the side, feet staying together into Supta Baddha Konasana, to supine butterfly pose. So you can either relax your hands on your hips, or you can relax your hands out to the side like this. Make sure your shoulders are tucked underneath you. So we're just going to take a few breaths here and relax into this pose. So we're using this as our relaxation pose instead of taking a traditional shavasana, since this was a short practice. So go ahead and do a few deep breaths on your own here. Again, if you need a little more support for your legs, feel free to put pillows underneath the legs here just to support you. A few more deep breaths here. Go ahead and use your hands to help lift the legs back up. If you would like to take a shavasana, go ahead and feel free. Otherwise, turn onto your side and press yourself up to sitting. Go ahead and cross the legs. Bring your hands to heart center. Close your eyes. Thank yourself for taking the time. Even though it's a short practice, you still made the time to be here. And that's what matters. Thank you for spending your time with me in today's practice. Namaste. Thank you guys for practicing with me today. If you liked this flow and you want more beginner flows, I do have a longer flow that is designed for beginners. It's about 40 minutes. And I'll link that down below for you. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. And I hope you guys have a beautiful day.